one of my favorite little techniques, imagine for a minute that you buy a couple of pieces of real estate and you've got nice rental income coming through there, and you love your children and you want to save money for your children's college. Your real estate operation can pay your kids on payroll. Because they have payroll, they can then qualify for a Roth IRA. Mind blowing, available tax free, available for higher education, tax deductible for mom and dad against those rents, right?
And tax free income for the kids up to $12,000.
Specifically, because it's a Schedule E activity, in other words, it's a disregarded entity if you own your LLCs and such. Specifically, there's no self-employment tax for the children. The IRS knows all about this. They want you to put your kids on payroll.
But I mean, Adam has 11 children, and I think he's very interested in setting this up. This is going to be paramount for him. Can we just talk a little bit more in greater detail about doing that? Are we talking about child labor, where the kids are going to be managing the properties?
Right.
Let's talk more about that.
Answer that. So, what we do in the implementation process. So let's say we're sitting down with somebody, and let's say, Adam, we're saying, children. Okay, 11 children. Okay, what's their ages? What job description do they have? You have to have a job description, and what are the hours and what is the pay? So people ask us a lot of times, well, I have, a little baby. So maybe their baby is Johnny. So they name their business Johnny Properties, and they take a picture, or they take a family picture with their kids. You see it all the time with dentists, law firms, family law. You see pictures of the entire family. Well, they're paying their family, their kids, for that marketing. And so that might be, $6,000, $8,000, whatever the market rate is in that area. And then that child gets that income, and that is 100% deductible against the real estate business, the LLC. And then the child has zero tax on that.
So what are the actual, I mean, that's obviously something you could do with your kids, but if I actually wanted my kids to work in the business, what am I allowed to have them do now? If I have, so I have property managers. I only have 4 kids. Thank you very much, Zach. But,
just feels like there's 11 of them.
It definitely can. So, I've got 2 7-year-olds, a 9-year-old, and an 11-year-old. What kind of actual work am I allowed to say? Like Zach said, I don't want to run into child labor laws, so I'm not going to have them going out. I have property managers. My properties are far away. What can I actually have them do?
Okay. Well, we have to understand that the job description, from a tax perspective, the job description has to be something they're capable of doing. One of my favorite stories, I had a grandma and grandpa, and they hired their 5-year-old adorable grandson to do shredding, like, take papers and put it in the shredder. Well, at 5 years old, he was fascinated by this. He kept putting the paper in the shredder, and he did a great job of shredding until after he ran out of everything to shred. He started to get creative to trying to find other things to shred. Grandma and grandpa are like, no. As long as they're capable of doing the job, they're okay.
So kids,
as far as child labor laws are concerned, there's federal laws and state laws. That's not our expertise. However, if you think part-time work, the IRS, pretty much everybody's going to leave you alone.
So it might be something where a 7-year-old may, their kids nowadays, they're amazing on the internet. They may want to look at properties. You could teach them how to analyze properties. You can, have them throw the trash. You can have them do different chores. What would you hire somebody else to do? It's like, what would you hire somebody else to do? So what we do is we have actual package forms. So in the forms, we have an employment agreement for the child that we provide. We have a list of hours. What is the job description? What is the hours? So we go into more depth in understanding your business model and the age of your children. What is natural? What do they actually do?
Yeah. So quite frankly, Child labor laws are designed to prevent you from requiring your 12-year-old to work, 15 hours in the coal mine, okay, not 5 hours a week in your office. So let's keep some perspective on this. There is one final benefit of putting your children on payroll. If they misbehave, you can threaten to lay them off.
So those are, I love that stuff. It's very unique. Obviously, maybe this makes sense for some people, especially for those of us that, actually want to teach our children a little bit of the business side as they, are coming into those ages where it's important to kind of see that. And then, of course, there's the passive tax benefits, potentially individualistic. Obviously, each person can explore this with you. Just a quick side note on 529s, college savings plan. Is that possible to set up real estate within that? Or is that opening up a can of worms here?
Okay.
529 plans. They're great for grandmas and grandpas who don't necessarily trust the other spouse, if you get my drift. 529 plans are specifically deducted from your children's need when they go to qualify for Pell Grants, student loans, and what have you. Depending on the state, they can be tax deductible or not.
Most states, they're not tax deductible, the contribution into a 529 plan.
They are tax deferred. However, if you do not use the money for higher education, it comes back to mom and dad with a 10% tax penalty.
Maybe better just
okay.
to set it up in the real estate and let the normal tax benefits you get, be to your advantage, and use that potentially for college versus dedicating it to 529 per se.
We love Roth IRAs.
Sure.
Because Roth IRAs grow tax-free. You don't have to use it for college education, although you can. And you can go self-directed and buy real estate in a Roth IRA. Teaching the kids, one of the greatest benefits a parent can have to their children is teaching them how to fish, teaching them the real estate business. And so now they put their kids on payroll. The kids get excited. They see their statement from their Roth. They could, partner up with the parent, buy the real estate. And it's such an incredible education above and beyond the tax benefits.
Thanks for watching the Rent to Retirement YouTube channel. Check out some of our other videos, like this one, or this one here.